Hello, I'm Padre Kit at RF Brize Norton. Welcome to Talking to Yourself, a short podcast series looking at resilience and how to grow in it. Today, as we continue through our series, we're thinking about expectations. These things that we call our expectations are in the same realm as our hopes and fears, and often fall somewhere in between the two. They are what we reasonably expect will happen when removed from want or pessimism. The phrase that bounces around my head is that one often used in the military, manage your expectations, which, let's face it, is just a poor code for don't get your hopes up. Avoiding this cliche, along with its negative connotations, I'm instead going to be talking about setting your expectations. There are two frameworks to set your expectations within. The first is what will happen around you today. In a sense, those areas of your life in which you may have little or no control. Whether the sun will rise, if someone else will make it into work or not, even if a piece of equipment breaks. It is good to set our expectations even about these things. The second area to set your expectations in is the one where you have the most control over. Setting your expectations for how you will act, think or speak today. Even in setting your expectations for your own performance and conduct, be realistic and avoid being consumed by fear or blinded by hope. To set your expectations is to set yourself up to be more ready for whatever is coming, whether it is good or bad. Setting your expectations can be about the big things that may be just around the corner. It can be about the likelihood of them happening, or more often, how likely it's going to go well or not. Is the new posting going to work out well? What about that big overhaul to procedure and policy? What's going to be the fallout from the retirement of that key person? Setting your expectations is also about the everyday. When you walk, cycle or drive into work in the morning or the evening, is it going to be a quiet day, a normal day, or a busy day? No one can predict the future, not even about the rest of today. Anything can happen, but you can still set realistic expectations about it and other things beyond. There is a myth that if you have no expectations, then you can't be disappointed. This is the voice of pessimism, worry and fear, which at some point or another speaks from inside each of us. Rather than listening to yourself, talk to yourself. When you set your expectations for today or the future, talk to yourself so that you know where you stand. The most important thing to do, however, is to actually look forward, to plan for today and the future. Some people find it helpful to use numbers. Don't worry, this isn't a maths podcast. To define their expectations, like a 40% chance of a super busy day, 90% chance of a lunch break today, 95% chance of rain, etc. None of us will ever get our expectations right all the time, and it will take a little more resilience to cope when our expectations are unmet. Setting your expectations right is still unlikely to change how your day, month, or year pans out, but it can still help you to thrive through and in spite of your circumstances by changing your mindset. Brace for and enjoy what may or may not lie ahead. Give yourself a talking to and set your expectations in advance for how you will act, think, or speak today.